You ever sit across from a woman? She's beautiful, intelligent, everything you thought you wanted, and a thought creeps in. If I had more money, she would want me more. That thought is an illusion. Let me tear it apart for you right now. The truth is this, though most men refuse to admit it, women are not drawn to money itself. They are drawn to the kind of man who can carry himself with strength, presence, and composure. That man may be broke today and wealthy tomorrow, but what captures her attention has nothing to do with his wallet. It is in his energy, his way of being, his unshakable confidence. Once you see what women crave far more than money, you stop chasing the symbols of status and start becoming the source of attraction itself. In this video, I am going to reveal 6 hidden cravings that women often cannot explain even to themselves. And as we go deeper, you will realize that when you master these, she will be drawn to your words. She will replay your presence in her mind. She will feel compelled to follow your lead without fully understanding why. Stay with me, because by the time we reach number 6, you will understand how to embody the kind of man who makes a woman feel enriched simply by being near him. Let's get into it. And if something in this already stirs something inside you, keep watching until the end. 1. Emotional strength. The rare force she cannot walk away from. Forget the idea that money is the key. What she truly desires is a man who holds steady power over himself, who can guide her emotions without raising his voice or lifting a hand. Think about it. Most of the men she meets are emotional novices. They react too quickly. They get triggered. They spiral over every text she sends. But you remain centered. You do not rush. You do not beg for validation. You are like a fire that burns because that is its nature, not because anyone is feeding it. And when she tests you with sarcasm, silence, or distance, you do not crumble. You stay calm, even amused. You respond with clarity, perhaps even playful truth. And in that moment the balance shifts. That is emotional strength. It is not manipulation. It is not cruelty. It is leadership of the mind and heart. You become the one man who can weather her storms without losing his ground. She is drawn to that man, not from weakness, but from recognition of real power. She begins to seek your approval, to value your rare moments of softness, to compete for the warmth that only you can offer. And here is the paradox. This costs nothing, yet it outweighs wealth itself. A woman might betray riches, but she will remain bound to the man who commands her respect and devotion on the deepest emotional level. 2. The erotic mystery. When she cannot easily read you, her desire for you intensifies. Here is a truth few men ever learn. The most magnetic man in a woman's life is not the one who is predictable, but the one who unsettles her expectations. She is used to men who react the same way, who grow jealous at the usual moments, who text back with the same predictable tone. Then you appear, and her entire pattern breaks. You do not rush to respond. You are kind, yet you remain unreadable. You offer just enough attention to spark her interest. Then you withdraw without explanation. A touch of your hand lingers. Then you move away as if nothing happened. It drives her deeper into curiosity. And here is the key. You are not mysterious to play games. You are mysterious because your life carries depth. You have layers she cannot access unless you choose to reveal them, and the invitation becomes irresistible. At a primal level, female desire is bound to uncertainty. The not knowing of what you might do next, the inability to predict what excites you or what might cause you to walk away, awakens her. This is not the surface-level charm of a reckless man. It is the gravity of true masculine polarity. When she feels this, she leans closer in silence. She pays attention to the pauses between your words. Her body reacts before her mind can explain it. This is not about wealth or possessions. It is about becoming the enigma she feels compelled to explore, the mystery that pulls her in and holds her there. 3. Certainty. In a world filled with men who hesitate, this is the rare quality that makes her stay. She might say she wants the man with wealth, but what truly makes her give up the chase is the man who radiates certainty, not the shallow confidence picked up from a book or a seminar, but the kind that is etched into your being through experience. You are in your 30s. Perhaps you have been betrayed. You have faced failure. You have endured loss. You have watched ambition collapse and then rebuilt it from ashes. Yet, when you step into a room, your presence is unshaken. That is masculine certainty, the kind no amount of money can purchase. When a man knows himself, without question, women feel it. Their attention gravitates toward him before they even understand why. Their hearts might race for a man with style, but their souls rest in the presence of a man who does not waver. When she tests you with silence, moodiness, or provocation, you remain steady. She feels smaller in your presence, not because you dominate with fear, but because your calm is unbreakable. This kind of strength is not displayed through wealth or status. It is earned through discipline, silence, and choosing resilience over weakness. And when she encounters it, she cannot help but respect it. She begins to trust it. She surrenders to it without ever realizing she has. 4. Command over attention. In a world of men lost in endless scrolling, money might be loud, but true masculine attention is quiet, precise, and unforgettable. Think about why she was drawn to you that late night, when you had nothing extravagant to offer. It was not your budget or your possessions. It was because you were fully there. You did not glance at your phone. You did not divide your focus. Your eyes told her that nothing else in existence mattered more than that moment. That is what she longs for, not yachts or luxury cars. She wants to feel seen with a depth so sharp it unsettles her. She wants her thoughts studied, her words absorbed, her presence cherished. She wants to feel your mind exploring her essence before your hands ever reach her body. In a world where most men cannot hold a gaze for more than a few seconds, the man who can sit in stillness, look deeply, and speak less becomes magnetic. The intoxication is not in your words, it is in the way nothing interrupts your presence while you speak them. Men pour fortunes into dinners and status symbols, yet a simple drink and 20 minutes of undistracted focus can undo her completely. The secret is this: when you master control over your attention, she begins to surrender hers, and with it she gives you her trust, her devotion, and her submission. 5. Quiet power. The strength of a man who has nothing to prove. There is a certain presence that enters a room without a word, yet everyone feels it. He does not boast, he does not show off, he does not seek applause. His life itself is proof, and it speaks louder than anything he could ever say. This man carries scars, not only the kind seen on skin, but the kind felt in his silence. A woman touches his chest and senses the weight of battles fought, the resilience of a man who has endured and overcome. He is not the loudest voice, but when he finally speaks, the moment commands attention. He has no need to broadcast his work or his struggle. He grinds quietly, steadily, with a stoic calm that cannot be faked, and women feel it. They are not captivated by the man who shouts about his strength. They are drawn to the man who lets her be chaotic, while he remains the unshakable center. She does not actually long to be the brightest star. What she craves is the gravity of something she can orbit without fear of it moving. When you stop trying to impress her with accomplishments or possessions, when your very being speaks louder than your deeds, she forgets everything else. That power is worth more than wealth, more intoxicating than jewels. And the mystery is this: she may never be able to explain why her soul aches for you, yet she will give everything in the attempt to prove she deserves your presence. 6. Integrity. The man she can trust with her soul. This is the final craving she will never openly admit, yet it is the one that matters most. Integrity is when your words, actions, and choices move as one. No masks, no pretending, no bending. Your principles to win approval. You may not have the largest account, the flashiest car, or the loudest lifestyle, but when she feels that your core cannot be bought, shaken, or swayed, something inside her finally rests. What she fears most is not losing wealth, but giving her heart to a man too fragile to hold it. Integrity is the rarest form of desire. It is what makes her stop testing and start investing. It is what inspires her to guard what you have instead of questioning it. It is what makes her follow your lead even through uncertainty. And years later, when the world has changed and both of you have scars, she will still see you as the one man worthy of her deepest trust, the man she could risk her soul on without regret. Look, if you are in your 30s or older, you have been fed half-truths your entire life. Get rich, get women, flash it, flex it, fake it. But when the noise fades, here is what women truly crave: a man with clarity, a man with discipline, a man with stillness. Not because he needs her to feel complete, but because he chooses her from a place of strength and abundance. You do not need riches to make her body tremble and her soul lean in. You need to be the man who cannot be shaken, the man whose presence speaks louder than possessions, the man who stands grounded no matter the storm. Drop a comment right now with "I am not done" if you feel this truth. If you know deep down that you are called to rise above the average. Like this video, subscribe, and keep building with us. More fire is coming. Stay steady, stay powerful.